if you look at actually Salah, the few times that he scored a goal and taken off his shirt, the guy is shredded.
Charlie,
you can see the guy is fit.
Fit as a
He
fiddle.
can easily give you another 3-4 years.
That's like another
comfortably.
Ronaldo in the making.
He shoots. He gives the right passes.
Yeah.
He's good with free kicks. He crosses the ball. I mean, to the T. He puts it right on your head.
So let me ask you. So with Alexander going into Real Madrid, which position do you think they're going to be playing him?
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of First Half Podcast. My name is Dennis and I'm here with
Patrick.
Charlie, how have you been doing?
Not bad, Charlie.
So let's get to why we are here.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of news have been going around lately. But the major news I want us to discuss now is your team, Liverpool. I think a lot has gone on with regards to three of your most key players and most experienced players, their contracts.
Yeah.
We're talking about Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk, and Mo Salah.
Okay.
My question to you is, why has Liverpool left it so long?
Yeah, but then first of all, I would actually prefer if you had said that, I want to talk about your team, Liverpool, the team that's at the top of the table. So at least just to make it clear to people where we are.
Oh, nice.
So,
I mean, it depends on how long you'll be there, but yes, the accolade belongs to you. You're on the top of the table.
Wow. Yeah, I mean. Good sportsman. So yeah, I mean, I don't think the board and management of Liverpool have done the best thing they could. These are three top players of Liverpool, and of course, I always feel as though that you don't even have to wait for such players to complain.
That's my point.
Before the right thing is done. But you and I have had discussions about, what would you do if Salah says he wants to leave? What will you do when Van Dijk says he wants to leave? And it's now actually hitting me because I'm like, it's like you are in an institution, you are a sterling performer, and you're not getting promoted. And it's like you have to speak about it before it is done.
Yeah.
Salah didn't speak about it to get the attention on him. I think he did that because he really loves the team. Yeah. And he feels as though that is where he wants to play. Yeah. So for me, I know that a lot of discussions will be had at the back door and the right thing will be done. Yeah. However, I think that for the image of Liverpool, it doesn't speak too well of it.
I mean, to me, what I'm thinking of is that, you see, the reason why I asked the question, why you let it too late, is that we know that from January, all these guys are now allowed to talk to foreign clubs.
Yeah.
You understand? And we are already in December. So what that means is that the negotiations, I know that Van Dijk, have rejected one contract already.
The first
exactly.
Out.
So what that means is that if there is anything that doesn't go well and they enter that window, it means that you risk losing them. So why will you leave it that long?
Yeah, it's actually a risk. But the good thing is monitoring what is going on. I realize that someone like Salah has really settled down in Liverpool with his family, with his kids in school and all that. Yeah. So sometimes some of these, for want of a better word, old players, when they are taking such decisions, they look at family as well.
To be fair, Van Dijk and Salah have said that they would love to stay.
Yeah.
So with them, I think it's a bit more about unless something goes really wrong.
Terribly wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, unless something goes terribly wrong.
You hold on to them. I think your challenge is more on Trent. I hear he's actually on the top list for Real Madrid summer list.
Transfer.
His best friend is Bellingham.
Yeah.
So you can understand that there's a lot of noise in his ear to consider that as well.
And so, I know if you heard, of course, he's also saying that he's looking at taking the Ballon d'Or.
Exactly. So, and for the Ballon d'Or,
which is a big dream, though.
Exactly. It makes it a bit tricky. So I don't understand why Liverpool would have allowed it to get to that, because once Madrid gets into your ear, the proposal they will put on the table,
Charlie, you can't say no.
It's very difficult to say no. Why would you, unless you didn't feel he was, or you felt he was replaceable? Because you have this young lad who is actually doing well. What's his name? Is it Brandon or so? The one who played
for Alexander.
Yes, that position.
Conor Bradley.
Exactly. He's doing very well. So it doesn't mean that because of that, you are not that worried about whether he leaves or not.
I think, personally, my view is that when it comes to these three players, Liverpool might not be too worried about Alexander. Not because he's not a good player. Of course, I feel as though that he has a few lapses here and then when it comes to defending. Assist is perfect. Assisting Salah and all that. But I think he's played a good role for the team. I think we have a replacement for him, so it's not too much of a challenge. Okay. I also think that at his age, for paying his dues for Liverpool within this period, I think he has every right to say that he wants to move on to the next level, which is fair. I also think that Liverpool is a team that can actually do without Alexander. And we've done it enough.
That's actually my next question.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, between the three of them, who can you actually live
we can do without Alexander. Hey. Oh, yeah.
Really?
He's perfect. He's amazing.
Yeah.
He'll string that pass through, and Salah would definitely miss him. But I'm saying that I've seen Bradley perform over the period. And that is what's very interesting because our former coach Klopp actually developed these young guys to a certain point where their confidence level was up there.
But you know that Bradley doesn't do what Alexander does, because when it comes to Alexander and his long ball passes, it's so accurate and so perfect that there's only a few in the league who can do this.
Of course.
So, I mean, if you take people like probably Ward-Prowse and De Bruyne who can string such passes, he's actually a gem.
Yeah, he is.
So, and for Real Madrid to want a player, you know that there's something about him. That, exactly.
Yeah, but so, you know, football, you would always think as though that when this person leaves, what do we do?
Yeah.
You know, but I can give a typical example like Sadio Mane. I always wondered, Charlie, if Mane goes, Charlie, how we go score goals?
Yeah.
But we survived in a way. But it would be a big blow to lose Van Dijk and Salah.
Okay.
A very big blow. I know in the past, I'm like, I didn't really care. But Charlie, now if Salah leaves, because in the heat of the moment, when nothing is going well, when you can't even find Salah in a game, when it matters most, you score.
Okay.
You know, so, you know, the Liverpool management and board is seen as, owners are seen as chisel people.
Yeah, I don't think they spend easily.
Yeah, they don't spend easily.
Yeah, I don't think they spend easily.
So sometimes a bit difficult. But I think that immediately they should do the right thing. They should do what's needful before the January window opens up.
But don't you think they are being sentimental? Because if you look at it, how old is Salah now? Is it 32?
Yeah, Salah should be about in mid-30s. I'm sure
exactly.
like 30,
so normally, clubs would offer a year plus an option to extend.
Yeah.
But I see that he, held out for 2 years.
That's Salah, right?
Salah, exactly. So, is it that the board are actually somewhat singing or dancing to the tune of the fans and say, give him what he wants? Or actually you think it's a good deal?
It's a good deal.
Okay.
If you watch Salah's game and his performance, you can see that within him, he has so much to give for the next 2-3 years.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
When players start to drop off, they really do.
Yeah, but I personally think that Salah has a lot to give to Liverpool. Okay. If we give him the next 2 years, we're not going to regret. Yeah. And if you monitor the team, the spirit behind the team, Salah has a very huge role he plays within the players.
He's been a very impactful player.
Very impactful.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't easily let go of players just because maybe he used to score 5 goals, now he scores 1. And you have to look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
You know, so and Van Dijk's leadership skills and quality. I was telling the last time that Konate is who he is today because of Van Dijk.
Of course. Once you learn, you play close to experience.
You learn. So I think that they should do much better. I think that they should engage better with these players. Yeah. And I think we should keep them. Alexander can go.
Okay. So, talking about the term of the contract.
Yeah.
I know Van Dijk also rejected the first offer, also based on the term of the contract.
Tenor,
So, doesn't that mean that, if you look at it, with their age, how old is Van Dijk now?
Van Dijk will also be in his 30s, maybe early 30s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as a defender, you think he can give you another 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, because you know when it comes to football, your goalkeepers and your defenders can do a lot more longer than the other players.
Okay.
And I'm looking at Van Dijk, I feel as though that he still has enough in him to be able to hold the fort, especially with his experience. At a certain point, he might not do a lot of the running and aggressive stuff, but his experience alone is enough to hold the back when times get difficult. Yeah, so I think that Van Dijk and Salah should stay.
Okay.
I still think that if the management they can still persuade what's his name, Alexander, to actually also stay. But Alexander, I doubt, because he's very passionate about moving.
Is it?
Yeah.
Has he made comments like that? I know that the two, Van Dijk and Salah, have made comments.
Yeah.
But I've not heard him talk.
Yeah.
When it comes to
Trent. He's not spoken. But if you cast your mind back, these Real Madrid discussions have been going on for some time.
It's been rumors,
Yeah, but rumors. How the rumors come up with this? There's a bit of truth in it,
Okay.
And like you're saying, the relationship with Jude and whatnot in Real Madrid. In football, when these two teams come to you, Barcelona, Real Madrid, when they come on the radar,
Yeah.
I mean, Charlie,
it's difficult to say no.
That's everybody's dream.
But do you think that with his dream of becoming a Ballon d'Or winner, it's realistic?
No, I don't think so.
Why?
Yeah, I don't think. There's a long table at Real Madrid.
Okay.
So I'm even thinking Mbappe just came into Real Madrid, and look, don't get it twisted. These boys, Mbappe, all the ball he's playing there, he doesn't care about Vinicius, so he also wants to get a Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and sometimes, apart from a few defenders and left back and right backs who've been able to take the Ballon d'Or before, even if that's happened before, it's a bit difficult for him to.
It is.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult for the role he plays.
Yeah.
But of course, nothing is impossible. He can go in there, and if you look at the Real Madrid team, Alexander will shine.
Will he?
Yeah, he will shine.
Okay.
You see, you have the boys with the speed who can go after the balls he's going to drag it. Rodrigo will be there.
Yeah, he has runners.
He has runners. He has Mbappe. He has runners.
Yeah, that's true.
So once they get used to his play during training sessions,
of course,
look, they are good.
Okay.
They are good. So
Salah, currently he's, I think, 32 years old.
Yeah.
And I know he's quite settled in Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Actually, his kids goes to school and everything.
Exactly, yeah.
But do you think he was wrong to speak up? I know Gaga criticized him and all that. But at that age, do you leave your future in somebody's hands, or you have to speak up for yourself?
No, he had to speak up. You see, one thing we fail to realize, sometimes we think these players are robots.
Yeah.
They are playing week in, week out, but they are human beings. They have emotions.
Of course,
they have issues. Yeah. So I'm sure it's something that was on his mind.
Yeah.
Something was for sure. And you remember the game he spoke about that? That game, he turned around a certain, difficulty we're having. I think it was Southampton or one of those
the statement
games.
he made was quite strong when he said, "I'm more out than in." Yeah, that's quite a strong statement. I don't know whether it was to put pressure on the board.
He spoke out of emotions.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he spoke out of emotions. But our coach reversed that. So looking at his lineup, Salah is more in than out.
Yeah.
He spoke out of emotions. I think he was right because look, Dennis, you and I know that when you find yourself in a certain system or maybe environment, and you know that you are the one who's really helping people, you expect to be acknowledged.
Of course, it goes without saying.
And the acknowledgement just comes with a proposal of a contract. Say, okay, we've seen what you are doing. This is what we want to give to you.
Yeah.
But then, why did Salah have to speak before these things happen?
So do you think they were going to offer it anyway, or it was the pressure of the comments he was making that made them offer? Because that becomes a very important scenario.
Yeah, you've asked a very serious question, because it will actually beat my mind if they had no plans on offering it. But I feel as though that maybe they had a lot of decisions to make.
Yeah.
And like you were discussing whether they should give him a year or two or whatnot. I think all those things were
I think certainly, if you ask me, I feel they would have offered him a year with an option to extend.
Yeah.
But with the pressure and everything, it made the board weaker when finally they brought the deal to the table. Because now, if he says, "I'm more out than in," it means he's prepared to leave. So you can't bring anything.
But let me tell you, if Salah leaves the team, and Liverpool start to struggle, look, the owners of the club won't have it easy.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
The backlash will be terrible.
It's a big risk. I'm sure if you look at football science now, if you look at data and all that, it only makes sense that a player that is 32, 2 more years, that's 34.
Yeah, 2 more.
Van Dijk is now 33. 2 more years brings him to 35.
Yeah.
So what that means is that by nature, these guys will start slowing down within the next 18 months or less. And it wouldn't make. We've seen teams who have been sentimental, offered older players contracts, and they've not been able to live up to the contract.
Yeah.
So in that case,
Vardy.
Exactly. So if you say this, Leicester, you
are
come
at me.
Vardy is still leading the line.
Well,
Vardy is doing actually great.
Is he scoring the goals?
He is.
Oh, really?
He's doing great. Yeah.
We'll need to look at the goals he scored for this season.
He said something profound. I'm just to drag away from what you're saying. He said something profound. Like one of the coaches he had told him, was it Rogers, that his speed that he has now in his age now, he shouldn't worry about running back. All his speed should go.
So you see him walking around. Nowadays, I see him walking around the front.
Exactly.
Unless there's a pass,
there's a late pass.
Yeah.
So it's helping him. He's still scoring actually.
Well,
so back to what I was saying. I mean, obviously, if you give these contracts, aren't you risking that along the line it will just be money thrown away? Or because they are now at that point legends, you feel they are worth it?
Oh, Charlie, you use the right word, legend.
I mean, at this point, it goes without saying that you cannot talk about Liverpool legends and take out Van Dijk and Salah.
Yeah, but for me, I just feel as though that, you know, there are some players you always need in your team, regardless.
Of course.
Regardless of age and what, like I was saying earlier on, let's forget about him banging in the same goals year on, year out.
Yeah.
But then his presence alone has
a huge room.
has dressing room, training, during the game, has a lot of impact on the boys he plays with as well.
Yeah.
So I think that the owners, Liverpool management, they should own up and do the right thing. I don't think that, because the money issue was not handled well.
Yeah.
Money left in a very awkward style. And I feel as though that these things should be repeated.
Yeah.
You know, so when you have players who have killed themselves for the team, who have done so much, I think that you should make sure that they are recognized and the right thing is done.
True. I see, to me, if you look at actually Salah, the few times that he scored a goal and taken off his shirt, the guy is shredded. You can see the guy is fit.
Fit as a
He
fiddle.
can easily give you another 3-4 years.
That's like another Ronaldo in the making.
Yeah. You can see he's a very disciplined person.
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention to Van Dijk's physique much, but Salah shows off because he takes off his shirt more times, so you can see.
And I know that players that are a bit who are very disciplined end up playing for a very long time. When it comes
to take care of your body,
because the discipline is very important.
Exactly. Yeah. But I see, what I actually thought was that Liverpool is not a team that is known for high wages. So players like Van Dijk and Salah, who have actually paid their dues, I thought this was an opportunity to actually go to Saudi to cash in. But kudos to them. It looks like they still have the passion to compete, because there's no way you will tell me that if Mo Salah went to a Saudi, which is predominantly Muslim, he's not going to get any contract he wants, because he will be the ideal model for their vision of football that they are trying to build.
Yeah, but then I mean, from the comments I'm about to pass, I wouldn't want to speak against those who have gone to Saudi.
Yeah.
But I think that there's a bigger picture when taking those decisions. You know, at a certain point in some of the players' life, they don't only look at money.
I mean, that in there, it doesn't work for me.
That's why you don't be football.
No. You see, I remember this guy, Oscar. He used to play for Chelsea.
Oscar. Yeah.
He was one
of
that
guy.
He was one of the few guys who actually, when this whole thing about going to these developing leagues, took the decision. He took the decision in his prime to go to China.
Yeah, China.
Exactly.
I remember very well.
Actually, he's played there for more than 7 years.
Yeah.
He's currently actually leaving to find another club, whatever. The guy has made over $300 million. And he said one thing that was very profound. He said, listen, I can understand the whole talk and criticism about I should play in Europe and whatever. But at the end of football, nobody takes care of my family.
Yeah.
So I took this decision for my family.
Yeah.
You may criticize him for whatever. I think when he went to Shanghai FC, he's now a legend.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember his last game. People were crying. They were chanting, Oscar should stay. It's beautiful. Listen,
forget
China,
Oscar.
No, China.
Oscar, if he was shining at the EP or like you leave. Oscar at a certain point.
Oscar was shining.
Yeah, but at a certain point.
Oscar was playing in the Chelsea team that was winning leagues.
Oh.
Seriously. He won the league before he left.
I've seen this guy too somewhere in Asia dancing around Jesse Lingard. You know what things don't go?
His case is a special needs case. He needs surgery. I mean, I don't know what I know he went to Nottingham Forest. He didn't shine. So I think his agent found. He's in South Korea actually.
South Korea.
Exactly. He
I
was
saw a
there
video of him dancing with the fans.
Yeah. I'm like, this guy is a clown.
Yeah. So but I think that these decisions are a bit delicate.
Yeah.
Know? We've seen some of the top players go to Saudi. You know, and most of them, you and I don't even hear about them anymore.
No, but see. For now, yes, we don't hear about them because I think most of the TV networks don't
capture those. Yeah,
because EPL is predominant because basically they've made sure that the TV rights covers the world.
Yeah.
If right now we had a way to watch the Saudi League with the players that have gone in there,
you go watch Saudi League.
Oh yeah, actually I would, because you see.
Oh, that is.
You see, for the dominance or the performance of Salah, and then some of the people who have gone in there, I would actually want to know what is happening there, because it looks like these Saudis have a plan.
I just saw they are hosting a 34?
Exactly.
Yeah, 20 something
league. They have a plan.
World Cup. Yeah,
and you know, right now with the whole Mid East and what they are doing, I think everything that they are doing. I mean, right now everybody wants to go to Dubai. It's like they've had a long-term plan and they are executing it.
Yeah.
Right now, people from Europe, everywhere in the West, want to pride themselves that I've been to Dubai.
You know who set that pace?
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they have a reason for investing in him like that.
Yeah, it was a strategy.
Yeah.
They got him felt like, if this guy comes, everybody be like, oh, there's no big deal going there now.
And that tells you the genius in their marketing
strategy.
Yeah, Ronaldo had no reason to go there.
Yeah.
But I think they pitched him something and he wanted to be an emblem of football.
Mm-hmm.
If you come in here and the game develops, it's on your name.
Yeah.
So why won't you go?
Which will happen eventually.
Exactly. So I think that was great.
Yeah. So I mean, Liverpool should do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Salah should stay. Van Dijk should stay.
Mm-hmm.
Alexander, we love him.
I think it's not fair that you think he should go.
No,
I know that currently the club is talking to all three of them.
Yeah.
And the only reason that will make Alexander go, I think, is that the coach doesn't seem to depend on him much. And every player wants to feel important. The number of times he's been taken off during mid-games and also that not start games and all that will probably be one of the reasons why he will leave.
Yeah, but you know Alexander, actually, I love the guy, but he causes us a lot sometimes. And that is why sometimes coaches look at the pros and cons and maybe takes him out at a certain period.
Let me simplify this. Mm-hmm. Do you prefer what he brings to the team attacking wise or defensive?
No, defensive doesn't bring anything. Attacking wise.
But I think the impact attacking wise is quite big.
What if you're attacking and they are scoring you?
Oh, but I mean that was your motto. When Klopp was there, it's about outscoring.
Now
that he's not supposed to do all these overlaps and whatever, I think the defensiveness have improved because he doesn't have to move much.
Yeah, but then when he has to drop back, it's a problem. You see, they give him that free roll sometimes. So if you realize he blends it with.
How many goals have Liverpool considered this season? That was his fault. Goals leading to errors leading to goals.
Oh, he's always been covered up by Van Dijk.
Konate actually, but the point is that that's how it should be.
No, all the time.
It's not all the time. I mean, I've seen him actually. The game against us, was he playing against? Is it Sancho or he actually stood up well for himself?
No, that game one. He has good games.
Mm-hmm.
There are good games that he has, but on a normal day, it's not as good as his attacking speciality here because the thing with the EPL now, if you've observed, regardless of any team you are playing, they have good attackers.
Okay,
they will come at you. So if your back line is not that good, you're in trouble.
I mean, I think it's a balance. You see, if the balance always is that if we have the ball, there's a position that you have to be in. Mm-hmm. And when we are being attacked, there's a position that you have to be in.
So you see, you've just mentioned the problem of Alexander.
Trent. Okay.
Falling in his position at the right time is also a challenge for him.
Because he goes very deep up front.
Yes.
When he goes up front, he's impactful. He gives the team so much when he's up front there. And he shoots. He gives the right passes. Yeah. He's good with free kicks. He crosses the ball. Mm-hmm. I mean, to the T. He puts it right on your head.
So let me ask you. So with Alexander going into Real Madrid, which position do you think they're going to be playing him?
Same position.
At the right back?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
That's the same position. Well, they don't need him in the midfield. With Kamavinga and no, they'll never bring him to the midfield. No, I think definitely he will play there. The thing is that they can find a way to cover him. You understand? I don't know why Liverpool think it's so, because I mean right now all left back and right backs basically are attackers. So you need to be able to devise a defensive way whereby you can cause Chelsea, for instance, if the right back goes, the defensive midfielder knows that area falls within to hold till the right back. So there's so many ways people interchange positions now. Yeah. So a coach needs to find. So if you know that these players' best contribution to the team is more of the attack, find a way to cover.
I think that is why at a certain point, just before Klopp left, we gave him the opportunity to move into the midfield.
Yeah,
where he could play a role there and actually drop back.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel as though that he just lacks with being spot on. When let me give you a typical example. When you see Van Dijk defending, right, he's not too aggressive.
No, I mean it's positioning. Yeah,
positioning. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. So and if you watch how Bradley played against Mbappe in the Real Madrid game,
yeah,
spot on.
It was adrenaline. I don't think.
Oh, Oh,
on a normal day.
No. You can't
use one game. You can't use one. Let's have.
No, I'm not using one game of. No, I'm not using one game of Bradley. I'm saying he has performed good over the period. I'm citing an example with Mbappe.
But he doesn't give you the impact in attack that Trent gives you, does he?
Yeah, but no. Oh, he does. He doesn't give us what Trent gives us.
Yeah.
But he's very impactful when it comes to attack as well. He goes in there, crosses the necessary balls. It actually does. You can't get a player just like Alex. Sometimes some players can't be replaced. Yeah, of course, yeah. But I don't think he does that bad. But I'm saying that for Alexander Trent, right? If he chooses to leave, it's really going to hurt the team.
Yeah.
But I think that for his age, what he's already done for Liverpool, I mean, people.
He's 27 now?
Yeah, I think it's 26, 27.
Okay.
People live their lives to progress. Of course, once you do, or you feel as though you need to move on to the next chapter. You see, so I think for him, I mean, no bad blood if he wants to go once the contract has been discussed, and he still feel as though that he deserves much more than that. Yo, Charlie, bro, just for move.
Okay. Okay, guys. I think we said a lot. These are our opinions as usual.
Yeah.
Drop your comments in the comment section. Like and subscribe. Let's know what you also think. Should Liverpool keep all three? Is somebody one of these players an easy let go? Let us know. Thank you for joining the channel. Bye-bye.